Coming up, a Valdosta man is charged with vehicular homicide after an accident resulting in an unfortunate death.
And an argument with a local hotel manager leads to the discovery of a portable meth lab.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Zach Saxon.
And I'm Tamara Tate. A little after 5 in the afternoon on September 25th, the Valdosta Police Department responded to an accident involving 2 vehicles. Valdosta Police Department has two vehicles, both blue Mercedes operated by Deshaun Watts and a tan Ford Taurus operated by George Stripling. Several hours after the accident, Stripling passed away from the injuries sustained in the accident. After the Valdosta Police Department Traffic Unit reconstructed the accident and collecting evidence, arrest warrants were issued on Watts for the above charges.
Police arrested and charged Watts with homicide by vehicle, improper passing, reckless driving, disregard for traffic control devices, and a safety belt violation. The department is still investigating the accident, and anyone with further details regarding this crime is urged to contact the Valdosta Police Department.
Valdosta Fire Chief Freddie Broom honored Najee Harris, age 14, with a commemorative fire challenge coin at last night's City Council meeting. Harris heroically evacuated 2 elderly neighbors from their home, which recently suffered a structural fire. The fire department responded within 3 minutes to a call regarding a reported house fire shortly before 9 p.m. September 22nd. A considerable amount of smoke and flames were visible upon the arrival of FVD Engine Company Number 2. Fire crews quickly extinguished the fire while also confirming that no one was inside the home.
And just before midnight of last night, a Valdosta police officer was on a routine patrol of a hotel in the 2100 block of West Hill Avenue, where he was stopped by a member of the hotel's management. The manager pointed out a white male and a white female who reportedly had been arguing with managers before walking away.
Reports say the officer attempted to stop the individuals, who quickly attempted to evade the officers while carrying a bag. The officer managed to detain and arrest the female. Inside the bag, police say they discovered materials that constitute a portable meth lab. The individuals' names have not been released yet, but they are facing pending charges of manufacturing meth and obstructing a law enforcement officer.
A little after 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, the Valdosta Police Department responded to a report of a home invasion in the 800 block of East Jane Street. The alleged victim told officers that an unknown African-American male had entered her residence, struck her in the face, sexually assaulted her, as well as made terroristic threats before fleeing the scene. Initial investigation indicates that there are some type of incident at this location, but officials say there appear to be discrepancies regarding what actually occurred. Investigators also say the incident does not appear to be a random act.
When we come back, Valdosta State University teams up with Wiregrass to support education initiatives.
So be sure to stay with us.
That's slow, that's slow. That's slow and look, he's blushing. Seriously.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when someone gives blood and a life is saved, that moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies, and your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Wiregrass Georgia Technical College has been named an Early Education Empowerment Zone and has received a $1 million grant. The grant is going to be used to promote early education systems for initiatives, and Valdosta State University is now partnering with Wiregrass in support of the initiatives. According to VSU President William McKinney, the support to Wiregrass is an extension of VSU's mission to help within the region. The zone also includes Colquitt and Brooks counties, among others, and they're going to participate in research to identify strategies for the initiatives to use for statewide.
South Georgia Medical Center's Barron campus has earned the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. The Joint Commission is a medical accrediting agency. A team of commission surveyors evaluated Barron campus unannounced in May for compliance with standards of care. The award recognizes SGMC's leadership management and care specific to the needs of its patients. The standards are developed by healthcare experts, providers, and patients. The accreditation's voluntary.
And National Breast Cancer Awareness Month is now upon us. South Georgia Medical Center is going to make sure that every woman in this community has an opportunity for early detection. News Valdosta reporter Camille Ralston has more with this story.
With October comes cooler weather and a new way for women in our community to take charge of their health. Breast cancer is the second most common cancer according to the American Cancer Society, but early detection like breast exams may be the key to continuing the decrease in death rates. South Georgia Medical Center is contributing to this decline by making early detection free for women in our community.
It's always good to know how your body reacts to different things and also be informative as far as what your body is doing. And I feel that SGMC is doing its best to get the word out to the community, to let everyone know education is key and to always be up to date on your health awareness.
These clinical breast exams will be held on October 9th at the Perlman Cancer Center and October 23rd at SGMC's Healthcare South Clinic. The hospital is not only offering breast exams, but the opportunity to take the next steps if something is found.
If something is found at the time of the clinical breast exam, we have scheduling with the mammography department and they will get you scheduled for a mammogram.
The free clinical breast cancer screening is just one of many screenings that South Georgia Medical Center holds all year. For more information, visit sgmc.org. With News Valdosta, I'm Camille Ralston.
Yesterday, a committee of faculty and staff at Valdosta State released a list of short-term sexual assault recommendations. They included the creation of a sexual assault center on campus and requiring all Greek and all athletic organizations to take part in sexual assault prevention classes. FSU's president created the committee back in May. President McKinney has asked the committee to come up with a list of long-term recommendations by July of 2015.
Convergys, the Valdosta call center company, is now hosting its first nationwide hiring day through 7 o'clock tonight on North Oak Street. The company officials expect this event to provide an estimated 150 jobs in the Valdosta area by the end of this year alone. The company's main goal was to add 10,000 new jobs in the United States as well as Canada, and a total of 4,000 jobs have already been filled thus far. Convergys says the main reason for holding this event is to give back to the communities of their employees.
Valdosta's cost of living is slightly higher than the Georgia state average. Valdosta residents are required to spend around 95.5 cents for every dollar to maintain the living standards of the average United States home. Among the many Georgia metropolitan areas and cities that are surveyed, Atlanta has the highest cost of living. The Marietta area ranked second and Valdosta landed in third place in the second quarter of 2014 Cost of Living Index. Valdosta's cost of living has increased to almost 2.8% from the time in 2013.
When we come back, we're going to go to Jordan Varela for our local weather forecast.
So don't go away.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
We're going to take a look at the local weather with Jordan Varela. Jordan, what's going on in the forecast?
Thanks, Zach and Tamara. The weather is staying beautiful for us in Valdosta today, which is something most of us are not used to. The high will be 88 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Clouds in the morning made way for sunny skies this afternoon. Winds are light and moderate, and the humidity was at 61% today. And we had a 0% chance of rain. Tonight will cool down to a breezy 64 degrees under mostly clear skies. The humidity will rise to 85%. The 0% chance of rain will remain constant throughout the evening. Tomorrow's weather will be virtually the same as today. The high for tomorrow will increase slightly to 89 degrees. The skies will be partly cloudy with a mere 10% chance of rain. That tiny 10% will remain constant throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, the low will drop to 65 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Even with the lack of rain, the humidity will be moderately high at 65% during the day and will rise to 88% at night. Without the cloud cover, the UV index was a level 8 in intensity for today. This is high on the 12-point scale. If you plan on enjoying the changing season, be sure to wear protective clothing and apply SPF 30 or higher sunblock if necessary. The pollen count for today will also be very high. Even though the fall weather is finally here, be cautious of your allergies and take appropriate medication if needed. That's it for the weather forecast for today. I'm Jordan. Back to you two at the desk.
And thank you, Jordan.
After the break, Jennifer Dandrin brings us our local sports. We'll be right back.
Yes, I am. Move! Give it to him hard! No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No!
They want to help,
Ow!
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back.
Now we're going to check in with Jennifer Dandrin to see what's going on in local sports. Jennifer?
Thanks, guys. Today's sports report is much like this morning's lunar eclipse, short but worth watching. The Lowndes High Vikettes are looking to continue their reign as Region 1-6A champions. The softball team is facing a best-of-3 series against Colquitt County and Moultrie starting this week. The Vikettes are 17-8 overall this season. The Packers are the top seed at the tournament after winning against Lowndes in a 9-8 extra inning game on September 25th. If the Vikettes are victorious, they will once again be region champs. Several cross-county runners from the Valdosta High Wildcats are purring with pride after besting their highest personal times. During the 33rd Annual Westover Invitational in Albany, sophomore Matthew Bond ran his best time and placed highest among his teammates with a personal record of 16 minutes and 45 seconds for a 5-kilometer race. Bond ranked 15th overall out of 379 runners. The VHS boys team placed 26th out of the field of 42 teams. The Camden County Wildcats are hoping to pounce Lowndes High Vikings this Friday as they travel to town for a region game. While the Wildcats are ranked 7th, they are 0-1 in Region 1-6A play. Head coach for LHS, Randy McPherson, says his team needs to focus on turnovers. During last week's loss against the Colquitt County Packers, the Vikings found themselves with 2 lost fumbles, 2 interceptions, and a pair of turnovers on downs. The Vikings were also flagged 10 times for more than 100 yards. Be on the lookout for several exciting games this weekend.
Valdosta High will face a hell of a fight when they take on the Tift County Blue Devils this Friday. The Valwood Valiants hope to celebrate not only their homecoming this Friday, but also a win against region opponent Westwood. And the Brooks County Trojans will be waging war with the Seminole County Indians. News Valdosta will bring you updates on these games and more. That's all for sports today. Let's take it back to the desk for the rest of your newscast.
And thank you, Jennifer. Coming up next, the Turner Center for the Arts is hosting a fundraiser event this week.
And after the break, we'll tell you about the Valdosta State University Repertory Dancers. Stay with us.
At VSU, we're fired up. We spark intellect on a cool campus. VSU. In a hot college town. We fan the spirit with national championships. And fuel your fun side. Valdosta State University. Ignite!
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The Valdosta State University Repertory Dancers will perform a World of Dance Without Any Barriers titled No Boundaries on the Sawyer Theater stage. Performances are scheduled for tomorrow through Sunday. Individual tickets for No Boundaries are available. They cost $15 for adults, $12 for senior citizens, $10 for children and non-VSU students. And VSU students with a valid university identification card are free of charge. Tickets are now on sale and can be reserved by calling the theater and dance box office.
That's our program for today. Thanks for watching us. News Valdosta, I'm Tamara Tate.
And I'm Zach Saxon. We're going to see you again tomorrow.